I actually represented a wonderful, wonderful man before his accident, pillar of the community. I mean, he was sign language for church. He was a coach for sports for his children. And he was a bus driver from Palm Beach County. Palm Beach County decided to contract with Goodyear Tire, and they would service all of the buses. So the bus was in the shop. They were servicing it, changing tires, and doing what they want. Unfortunately, the gentleman who was servicing the bus tire got distracted. He took a cell phone call, left servicing the bus, went on the phone, came back, was obviously distracted, and forgot to screw the lug nuts tight.
Okay, wow.
Fast forward the next morning, my client comes to work. He gets on the bus. He starts driving. He gets on 95. And the speed of the tire at this point is so fast, and the lug nuts are not properly secured, back tires all fly off.
Wow.
And it was a multiple vehicle car pileup. Tires were going across the median, 5 car. I mean, it was ridiculous.
Wow.
And he had horrible injuries. So traumatic brain injury, multiple surgeries, neck hernias, everything. So it took years and years of treatment to finally settle his case. We got a great recovery, but also you had a workers' compensation accident because he was in the course and scope of his job when he got injured. And then you had the side case of the motor vehicle accident. Okay. And then you had this...
Against Goodyear.
Yes.
Okay.
The contract between Goodyear and the county, because who's really at fault? Workers' compensation is unique in the sense that it's a no-fault state. It doesn't matter if you caused your own... Well, you can't... It doesn't matter who caused the accident. If it was sudden, unexpected, and not intentionally, like, I go out and I purposely slip and fall to create an accident, then that's going to be denied. But if it, if it wasn't really anything that was just crazy and just innocent, then you're entitled to get treatment.
Okay.
So what happens in that case is that they were able to sue the tortfeasor, and who was actually responsible for it? The guy who forgot to put on the lug nuts, because it wasn't an employee of Palm Tran who was servicing the bus, so you can go after there. So we worked co-counsel cases to get a very good recovery with workers' compensation, and then he got a very good recovery for the other case too.
For the tire blowout.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's what happens with tires. I mean, they can cause huge accidents, things that. And then subsequent, we learned that the county decided to put on like these color-coded lug nuts so that you can see if it's actually fastened or not, so that would never, ever happen again. Wow. So it was good because he was such an amazing person, went through such a horrible accident. His life changed like that in an instant through no fault of your own, and you're just going to work. And then the subsequent measures that they do to make sure that that really doesn't happen again, because it was awful. It was just awful.
Does the bus driver, I know this sounds kind of obnoxious, but does the bus driver have a duty to check the tires?
Yeah, but think about the lug nuts. They're on, but they're not tightened.
Okay.
How would you know? Okay. So that's why they instituted that color mechanism, like a plastic piece over on top of it, so that if it's this way, that way you can see it and identify it. Okay. So simple things that are a great fix that you don't know until something happens, how do we fix it? It was able to be done. So it was a good full story circle where it's like an unexpected accident happened through the unfortunate act of somebody picking up their phone when they shouldn't, and then doing what we need to do to get him better, and then fixing it afterwards.